Hi from Sitka. I'm Monique Anderson, landscape architect with Anderson Land Planning. And everyone always thinks their playground is the best. And I'm here to tell you today that this was the most outrageously optimistic and completely improbable project that I've worked on in 20 years of practice in Alaska. So let's go through a few numbers. $722,000 of cash raised, $300,000 worth of pro bono work from local contractors, over 15,000 hours of volunteer labor, and 6 years of planning, permitting, and fundraising. Whew, that makes me tired just talking about it like that. If $1 million playground in Sitka seems extravagant, I mean, we are only 9,000 people here, you have to remember that we were in the dark ages of playgrounds. All of our city playgrounds were closed due to maintenance issues and safety concerns, and there's no budget on the horizon for any improvements. And then the only opportunities for kids to play was during school hours at school playgrounds. And none of these playgrounds were ADA accessible. So I want to introduce you to two of our superheroes that helped make this happen. And the first is Bridget Hitchcock. She led our power team of 15 moms, and she was instrumental in our big fundraising effort. And I mean, she literally got kids to donate their piggy banks. And she held so many community events to raise money, including my favorite, the first ever in the whole world, a spaghetti feed disco themed night. She was able to locally raise almost $200,000 from over 120 individuals and local businesses.
My name is Bridget Hitchcock, and I'm a parent of 2 children and a physical therapist and one of the volunteers that worked on this project for a few years. And I just want to say thank you so much for awarding us this wonderful award. We're totally honored, and I'm sorry we cannot be there. I just want to do a shout out to our group of about 10 to 12 individuals that really worked hard on this project over the last 3 to 4 years. Everybody really worked hard to raise the money. And then for the build, which was about 10 days last June, it was just an incredible event. I felt like everybody in the community came together. I happen to live about a block away from the playground, so I get to see people enjoying it every single day. And it literally brings tears to my eyes to just see high schoolers and middle schoolers. We thought it would just be little kids, but it's not. It's all ages that are enjoying the playground. It's an incredible community place, and I couldn't be happier with the project. We're on the second day of Build Week, and yesterday we constructed some of this equipment. We got organized. So we started with the little slide area and the lighthouse, and it was a great day. And today we have the Coast Guard chiefs with us all day long, so we think that we're going to get a lot accomplished.
Second superhero is Lynn Brandon. She was our community grant writer, and it certainly helped that in her former life she was the Parks and Recreation administrator. So she was able to write grants and conjure money out of thin air. So much because of her, we owe the result of our project. One of the early grants she wrote was to actually hire myself as the landscape architect for the project. And that really got the ball rolling in getting into the schools, getting ideas, and getting a design on paper that made it very attractive for funders to start donating to.
Sitka previously did not have a playground where children with physical limitations could get together and play with their family and peers. And to me, that was heartbreaking. It's been a long haul to get to the finished product, but I've been fortunate enough to work since the beginning of the process to get to know a great group of volunteers and work with community members to realize a vision that we had for our great little community, and that was to have a super playground that was accessible to kids of all abilities.
This is the sound of a waterfall.
We want to give a shout out to the Rasmussen Foundation. We also got land and water conservation funding. But the really cool thing about our playground is we had contractors who stepped up and invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. Seacon actually paved the whole playground for free. The generosity of these people is just a fantastic element.
Looks good here. Kids are going to enjoy this. It's amazing equipment.
Yeah.
There are also two important project partners. The first is Southeast Alaska Independent Living. Their organization stepped forward right at the beginning and decided that they would be the financial umbrella for our effort. And then the second major partner is the City and Borough of Sitka. We could not have done this without them. The playground is built on city land, and we were able to take their 1970s era playground and replace it with a new modern playground, which hopefully will make maintenance needs in the future a lot less. I want to personally say thank you for recognizing the merits of the Sitka Community Playground. I've been very honored to work on this project. It has been an absolute pleasure to see this project come to life. I'd like to introduce Gary Max from SiteLines Playground, and he is the dream maker for us. He represents Game Time Playground Manufacturing. And whenever we had an idea like, an octopus, sure, no problem. Oh, we have to cut some funds. How can we still get this built? Oh, no problem. He was always there for every little detail along the way. So thank you, Gary Max, for accepting this award on behalf of the Sitka Community Playground Group and the City and Borough of Sitka.